My internet is really spotty, you guys.
Hello, Alpa. Hello, everyone. Wow, we have a full house today. How are you today, Alpa?
I'm doing really well. I'm doing amazingly well. Really looking forward to today's session. It's the final day for our Success Bootcamp 2021, and we've got some beautiful guests here joining us.
Yes. So just for those who were not there this week, just let me introduce myself. I'm a French Canadian. I'm from Montreal. I was a lawyer, did my MBA managing corporation. And then 2015, I had to reinvent myself. I moved to Alabama and I became a financial advisor and the first partner for Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. I was the first woman partner in the South for a Fortune 100 company after 171 years. Now I started my own business and I'm helping people to say, you're here, we're going to the next level together. So that's what I do. I love what I do. And I have the pleasure to work with Alpa. Alpa, do you want to reintroduce yourself?
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm from UK, from a city called Leicester. I'm actually also a mentor and a coach, and I help people shift their mindset to get exactly what they want. I'm also a BBC radio presenter. I've been on radio for about 25, almost 26 years. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm an author as well, and I'm helping beautiful people create beautiful lives so that they can live a life of luxury and comfort.
I love it. I love it. So can you just do a little recap about what did we cover this week?
We've covered a lot, you know, in these 5 days. We started off with creation, we started off with goals, we started off with what is and why is it so important to have a goal in your life? Why is it so important to have a direction? So we did that on Monday, and we talked about the ABCs of goals. And then Tuesday, we spoke about self-image. And again, super important. Your self-image is the number one shift that is going to get you to where you want to get to, because once you've set a goal that's so big, you need the image to match that goal, right? So we spoke about that on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we spoke about persistence. I almost forgot persistence, and why persistence is so important. You know, you get up, you fall down, you get up, you fall down, you get up. Why do you need to do that in order for you to achieve your goals? We spoke about that at great length. Yesterday, we had our director of sales, international sales at Procter Gallagher Institute, Doug Dane. He joined us and we spoke about decision and what a powerful session that was, and why decision making is super key to your success as well. And today we're having a roundtable discussion, and this is going to be super exciting because we've got a few people that we're working with who have taken on the mentorship, and we're going to be speaking to them and finding out why they decided to take on the mentorship and what results they've got from it so far.
So yes, so today it's all about them. So let's introduce our special guests. So let's start with Rosa. Whoops. Rosa, your internet connection. Oh, there we go. And Rosa, yes, if you want to introduce yourself.
My internet connection is very unstable. I'm so sorry. Good morning. My name is Rosa Harnack. I'm actually a New York Life agent. I live in California, really close to San Francisco. I've been an agent for a long time with the company, and I was introduced to Caroline by a mutual friend.
I love it. Thank you, Rosa. Ryan, you want to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on today. My name is Ryan Grubb, and I live in Charlottesville, Virginia, and that is about an hour and a half from DC. I have been in the therapy business since 2017 as a therapist, not in therapy. But and I've also been in training, corporate training, and I'm a dad, I'm a husband, and I do empowerment development. That's what I do, empowerment development.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And how are you? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Do you want to unmute yourself quickly?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for this wonderful opportunity. You know, my name is Aliuba. I was born and raised in the Gambia, but I live in the UK for 7 years. And I'm also by profession sales and marketing. I work in different corporate companies. And there was a time that I realized that I was just doing enough, not fulfilling like my passion and my dreams and my goals and what I want to be in the future. So that's how I get into the personal development field, and I'm so happy and grateful today where I am. And I'm also a motivational speaker and also a mindset coach, which I joined with Les Brown, one of the top speakers. Then also I met Alpha recently, on a speaking engagement in New York, and I was so happy that she get me into this coaching. So that's me, and I'm going deeper, and I'm so grateful to be here today. And thanks for your invitation.
Good. We're happy to have you. Great. So
thank you.
You just set the table. So here's the first question we have for our guests. At what point did you realize that you were stuck and you needed something different to do something different? And this is an open conversation.
Yes, I realized. Amazing. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Caroline. I'm really, really happy, for that question. Yeah, there was a point in my life when I came to the UK, because when you came to a foreign country, it's really hard for you to start from where you were, but you have to start from the bottom. So I was just working in different warehouses and doing different things, and I wasn't fulfilling in me. I was feeling something was missing in me. Then I started getting into network marketing. So when I get into network marketing, I started my self-development, reading books. And when I would go to different seminars, people will stood there and then say their story about how they started this network marketing. They were doctors. They were like holding high position, but they're now earning money, which is just being earned in a monthly basis. They earn that in a week. I'm like, wow, is this happening in the world? I'm not aware of it. So I was really excited to be part of this, and I started reading books, pursuing my dreams. I said, look, I'm never going to give up in my dreams. So that created a shift for me. So when I started self-development, I started listening to motivational speakers every morning. I wake up by 5 o'clock, do my morning routine. And, since then, I'm going just deeper and deeper. I get into Les Brown's, coaching for speakers, and then I'm really successful with it. Since then, I've been speaking all over the world virtually. That's how I get to meet Alpha on a speaking engagement in New York, and I speak in Canada. My recent one was in Kuwait on a radio interview with a great guy. So I realized that just working, going to work, paying my bills, and then that's it. And I realized that there's much more to life. I want to enjoy life. I want to travel the world. I want to do more for myself. I don't want to settle for less.
So that's why you shift to have a mentor program. I love it.
My shift. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. What about you, Rosa Orion?
Well, yeah, honestly, I'll make mine a little try to summarize it, because I think I've been trying to shift ever since I was about 8.
Can you hear me, Caroline?
So the idea behind what made me want to jump into this program, to be specific, was I was in Bob Proctor coaching, and I had started to engage Alpha in Facebook groups, and I'd watched this process, and I needed someone who I could actually. I believe that synergy is synergy. There's a lot of people that can help you, but you have to have the right, to get up the mountain on a certain mountain, you got to have the right backpack. So I watched her and followed her and watched her, and I knew that the shift I needed was to have more of a accountability. Not that I'm not accountable, but I can be all over the map. And I'm also a therapist, but I don't want to be a therapist, if that makes any sense. I want to be more out of the box, and therapy, like anything else, can be a box without a cutter. I don't want to cut the box out. So that's what made me want to jump into TIR, not because I was in the Bob Proctor coaching, but more or less I knew that the connection I had with Alpha was more. It was quantum. And so when we met, that was really it was it, and that's going to help me move to the next level. Because when I think of helping people, I think of getting them to see like that subliminal message, and that's what she's doing with me. So
I love it. So what I retain from you is accountability.
Yes.
And having someone who will push you to go to the next level and make you on the track, make you on the right path. I love it. Thank you, Ryan. What about you, Rosa?
Oh, I think my internet's getting better. Oh my goodness. So I think for me, same thing. I was really looking, being obviously after COVID and just being at home, moving, I had to work remote all of a sudden. And so just really missing that group interaction. So I think that's when I realized I needed to be part of something. And that's where I met Caroline, and that's why I'm here.
I love it.
We love having you here. So, guys, when you started thinking into results, what were your goals and what did you want to achieve? Like, did you have an idea of what it is that you wanted? Some people don't, and it's fine if you didn't. But what were your goals? So again, it's an open house. Who wants to jump in first?
Rosa.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. So I think for me, I've been in this industry for many years, 17 years, and I really I've been coasting by, and it fit my family. It worked out, but I really just needed to take that leap and jump to that next level. And I think that's where I didn't know what it was, which direction necessarily I wanted to go, but I knew I could be doing bigger things in my industry, in my career, just stepping it up. I think that's when I knew I had to do something different. And with the help of coaching, that's what it's helping me do.
Amazing.
So the coaching, Rosa, sorry. Yes. So the coaching is bringing you clarity, right? It's bringing you a clear goal of what you have to achieve, right?
Right. And it's work, right? As far as like, I really have to work on myself. And so it's two parts. It's the actual material, and then also the group coaching, which I'm getting a lot out of the group coaching, because the reading I can kind of do on my own, right? But having that group coaching where we come in and collaborate and share ideas, I think that's been instrumental for me, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's a power in coaching. Sorry, go on, Ali.
For me, to be honest, like, I was with the coaching with Les Brown. I already have an idea about coaching, and then I also have a goal. But when I met Alpa, she helped me get in my mind, shift thinking into results. How can I monetize what I already learned? To have that sense of direction. I already know my goals. I want to be speaking all over the world, and then getting paid for it. But how will I do that? A lot of things were stopping me. I don't even know. Decision making was my problem. But when I get into this, the first day, she get on a call with me, and she told me that, Ali, I know that, you're in a situation whereby, you need help. And then maybe she can see that in me. I said, of course, I need help. Because when she first introduced me, I said to her, she told me about the money. I said, yes, I can afford it. But my other side was telling me, no, Ali, that's too expensive. So that, interruption came in my mind, and I keep, procrastinating about it. And then she helped me out, telling me, look, if you believe it, you can do it. She gave me that push, and then gave me some material, start reading. I just manifested the money for the first payment. It was like, wow, how did that happen? I didn't even know. So that shift came into me, and I started the first lesson, and then realizing that sometimes you might say to yourself, oh, because of my circumstances, I start complaining. But when I realized my circumstances will never stop me, I will go and find circumstances and find the circumstances that really I wanted. And if I don't have it, I will create one. And then she said about the being self-image and then all that, which really gave me a big boost. Now I'm seeing my direction getting more clear, and I'm so happy and grateful where I am right now and where I am heading to.
I love that, Alpa. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you. I think we all are. Ryan, did you answer that question? I'm not sure if
I did not. I would like to, though, if I could.
Go ahead.
So my goal was set probably in 2017. So I was working on my therapy license. My wife got sick for the first time. I was doing some training outside the box with NLP and tapping and things like that. And I was like, that's it. The goal is to create a global company that has all these things together. And I was in the ministry before that. So I wanted to take it all together. And I started doing it, but when I hit this point of coaching and then met Alpa, and she said, and I quote, this is what she said to me, and this is what got me. Are you in or are you out? And she didn't say it like that. She said it like David Beckham, hitting a ball from the side of the corner, bending it in. And I was like, man, she hit me in the mouth. I mean, it was good, but it was good. It was helpful. And so the goal has been to build this company that trains and educates people, develops them, and to get them to an emotional safety place so they can live empowered. And it's been there, but now I'm putting in the image, the 25,000 a month, the thing, and money starting to come from all these different places. And so, in a nutshell, I've had that goal. I also have a personal goal of running races again because I was sick last year with Lyme and mono, and I recovered. But yeah, so that's kind of what that goal's been there. But now it's starting to re-image. That looking glass is really, really, really looking clear and clear. So. Yeah,
I love it.
So
I love it. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. So all of you're right now, because you're doing the program, you started to be really more successful than you were, having clarity, having a roadmap to say, you know what, whatever I want to accomplish, you said it, believe in yourself, accountability, all this. I want to ask you, I will change the question that I want to ask you. What did you discover about yourself that it was holding you back to go to the next level? Now that you're with Thinking to Resolve in this coaching, what did you discover about yourself that it was holding you back, that now you resolve it and say, you know what, I can attack this and I know we'll go to the next level?
If I can go first, I would love to answer this question because I really discovered that I already had all the ingredients that I needed. I didn't need to do anything different other than just go within and just make that decision to just move forward. So I think that was the biggest discovery, is that I am enough to do what I need to do, and now just have to do it. So I'm excited.
And Rosa, can we say that it's just by having help to remove the noise that we have in our minds so we can really have clear picture?
Right. And just seeing it there. And obviously working with you as well. Just going through the work, seeing it, that it was always there.
Good. Thank you. What about you, Ryan?
So it's creativity. And I go back to when I was like, a lot of what's happening is I'm going back to when I was 12, when I would create these like pictures of like, being a pro soccer player. So I played soccer my entire life, and, I wanted to play, saw Pele play. I wanted to do that. So the creativity, the juices are moving, imagination, and being okay with it. And it's fun. So that's my big one. That's the big one. It's not the work ethic, because I'll outwork myself and then hurt myself if I work too hard. So that's the big one. It's creativity.
I love that. What about you, Aliu?
Yeah, the shift it created in me was because I used to procrastinate a lot, and I don't know the difference. Sometimes when she told me about the A-type goal, the B-type goal, and the C-type goal, and then the A-type goal is what you think you can do, what you can do, and the B is what you think you can do. And when the C-type goal came in, it's like your fantasy, what you dream of, big dreams. Then that just created like a big opening for me. I started thinking big. So every morning she told me, you take your goal card and then start imagining you're already there. And that imagination meditation is so amazing. So now I'm just changing my self-image, knowing that I have everything in me to achieve whatever I want, but with that extra push, and then telling me to believe in myself, because as I said, I procrastinate a lot and I don't believe in myself. And what I saw outside is something different that I'm telling myself inside. So it's amazing.
I love that.
I'm so happy right now. Yeah.
So again, a little bit like Rosa, removing all the noise, removing what is holding you back to say, you know what, I can attack my goal. It's worth it.
Yeah. I was just going to say, Aliu, I can feel your happiness coming out of the screen.
Of course.
It is. Is it?
No, that's really good. It's really good, guys.
Obviously. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
So why do you think then, that brings us on to the other question. You probably kind of answered this, but why do you think, you guys, that you weren't achieving these results or these goals on your own? Why do you think you can't do it on your own? Yes, you have got everything within you. We all have. But why is it that you felt that, you know, you, like Ryan, you said you've been working on your goal for like X amount of years, right? But only now you're seeing it fruition. So why wasn't it happening before, do you think?
So I mean, collaboration is the primary word. So masterminding, I have a mastermind group I'm in now that I created. I was scared to death when I did it, and it's been amazing. Joining even Bob Proctor coaching and being involved in that, but more than that, having the TIR now and having a vision of lead the field, and then maybe a PGI consultant at some point in my head. It's people. So it's a team. So it's like the Chicago Bulls. That's my envision. I always go back to the Chicago Bulls when they won their 6 titles, because they didn't win those 6 titles because of Jordan. They won their 6 titles because of a team, like team, like Zen team. You know, Phil Jackson, whatever you want to call it. But that's the difference. People hearing me, getting advice, me getting feedback. No, don't do that. Go this way. Try this. And then following. Getting the book, getting Adler's book, getting the book, getting the books that are necessary. So it's teamwork, and listening to opportunities instead of just, because anybody can get on the bus and drive it. But when people get on the bus, if you're going to listen to them, some people get off, some people stay on. Open-mindedness, and not that I wasn't open-minded, but being very, very kind of relaxed in my open-mindedness. So that's your question.
Good. Rosa?
Yeah, I think for me I always felt like, because I'm a mom and I have younger kids, I'm limited. I'm capped at what I can do, because obviously I can't do it all. But I think I truly, truly believe that that's just a ceiling that I put myself, as opposed to I am able to find those resources so that I can do both, be a professional woman and also be a fabulous mom and a great wife. So I think that for me, it was that having that C goal, making achievable, like you said earlier, Aliu, and just believing in myself that I can do it. And by writing it down, right? And seeing it real. So anyway, I'm just at a totally different spot than a year ago. And I'm really, really happy and grateful that I can see it now. So that's awesome.
I love it.
For me, I believe, certain things you need in your life, you have to go to the right people who got the sense of direction, who can hold your hand and say, let's go this way. Because sometimes you can be driving a car and it's just going round and round. You have no sense of direction. So for me, goal used to be like just me writing it down. I know I can achieve it, but there's something that was stopping me. I procrastinated, and fear is also number one. But with Alpha, since I started, I've just take that fear out of me, and then giving me that opportunity that, look, Ali, you can do it, and believe in me. And my mentor said is, sometimes you have to let someone believe in you until your belief kicks in. And then when I first listened to Bob also, he said that, sometimes we have these circumstances that we base on our success. But people who get out of life, they look at their circumstances, and if they cannot find one, they look for circumstances that they can do that will really put them anywhere they want to be in this world. So that's really powerful to me. So I never let my circumstances put me down anymore.
I love it. So the question that I have for all of you, sometimes, and Aliu, you covered it a little bit, sometimes having a mentor, having a coaching program, having resources, there's a cost of this. And we are afraid and we see the cost, but we don't see the return on investment of this. So for those who are not sure to say, they just look the cost, or they're not sure about the commitment, because you have to be ready to say, I'm doing the work because I'm here. I don't like this situation and I want to go there. I have to be committed to do the transformation. So the cost could be scary. The commitment could be scary. to see also who you want to become, you have to let it go. So for those who are not or on the fence to make a decision, what do you will recommend about this coaching program and about Outpower myself, depending who's your coach? What you will recommend to say those who are not sure today to say, I want to take this quantum leap?
I think
What
for
I
me,
will
it's always
rec-
scary anytime. Oh, I'm sorry, Elio.
Go,
It's all right. Go
Rosa.
ahead. Rosa,
No, I
go
was just
ahead.
going to say it's always scary to make a big decision and to commit because it does require time. It's not just the money, but also the time commitment. But anytime you work on yourself, it's a must. I know for me, it's something that you have to invest in yourself in order to grow. And it's going to spill into different areas, not just business, but also your family, just in general. Because I think you can apply it in different areas. So I think it's a must to invest in yourself. And then if you like my coach, obviously Caroline, she partners me up with different people depending on who. So it's a community. It's not just me and the group and Caroline. It truly is. It's a community and a mastermind where we can share ideas and grow. So now looking back, I would have definitely said yes. Don't hesitate. And so it's a must.
Yeah, because what I do also with others, I don't know if Alpa do, but we make sure that you study also as a group. Because, when things are going well, it's going well. But when you start to be tired or stressed, it's easy to get out of track. So by having an accountable group in the morning that you have to study, and the rules, especially for women, because it's early in the morning, we have no makeup, no hair done. That's the rule. We're taking our coffee together. I know, man, I'm right. But for us, it's like, it is what it is. I do also coaching with managers at 6 a.m. in the morning, and I say the same rule. Don't expect to have makeup. We're here the way we are because we want to go to the next level. We don't have to put all the fake stuff. But this accountability group, it's helping you when things are not going well to say, you know what, we may not have the same problem, but we have the same challenge because now we need to create a new way of thinking. So having this accountability, it's priceless, I think. So as Rosa said, it makes a difference. What about you, Ryan and Aliu? In a very short time.
I think the bottom line is you have to search and you have to be ready to jump out of the airplane and expect the unexpected. But more importantly, just do it if you really want to make change applicable to the next level. And people know if they're ready or not. I think they do.
Yep.
That's my 2 cents.
I love it. What about you, Aliu?
Yeah, I believe, most of the things we wanted to do, there's a lot of things that are stopping. So I'm telling people out there today, to get a coach is very, very important, and it's really necessary for where you want to get to. Because a lot of the things are stopping. That's why you have the difference between the poor and the rich. The poor will think of like, oh, I cannot afford it, but the rich will say, how can I afford it? And then that will quickly help you to take that quick decision to get to where you get to. So I recommend everyone, to be honest, my coach Alpa, he's one of the best, and then I can resonate with her in a lot of levels. So she really helped me a lot to be the stage I am right now, and I'm so happy, to be honest. And it's hard to make decisions, but it's always too good to take quick decisions so you can be where you want to be.
Yes. And I like what you said, Aliu. You're right. Alpa, she's a great coach. She's an amazing woman. I also love what you said. Do you think like a poor person or do you think like a rich? Even if you don't have the money, it's how you start to think and say, how I will make this happen. Because my current situation is not my destination.
That's right.
So I love it.
You just said, Caroline, my current situation is not my destination. I love that. I'm going to take that off you.
I love it. Do you have a last question for people before we go?
Yeah, I think we've covered one of the questions that I wanted to ask you, but I just want to, Aliu, you've answered it, but would you recommend doing Thinking into Results, this whole mentorship that we're talking about, this process, to others, and why?
100%. I will definitely recommend it to people because when I started it, I mean, it made a lot of tremendous changes in me, and the shift that it gave me when I wake up every morning, I wake up with excitement and that happiness, knowing that I'm already getting to where I want to get to. My goals are coming into reality. You know what I mean? And then I will recommend everyone to get into thinking into results, because there are a lot of coaches out there, but thinking into results is like you're thinking into results, how you can get and achieve what you want. But also the work depends on you. The coaches are there to help you, but that decision is very important for you to make sure that you get to where you want to get to.
I love it.
Does that answer your question?
It does, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would totally recommend it. And the idea behind it is it's a structured opportunity for you to plug in where you are and where you want to go. And it's not, the more I read the participants guide, the solid one, the one that I have in front of me, which is, I'm glad I have that because I do a lot of online stuff. It's simple. So you just follow along, and then it gives you a platform to create. So 100%, 100%.
Rosa?
I mean, I have to echo what everyone's saying. It's a great program. I wish I would have done it sooner, to be honest with you, because a lot of times the sooner you start to see the results.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you. I said the same thing for me. I was a client before I was a coach, and I wish I had this many years ago. That would have changed my life. But the point is, we cannot go to the past. How do we change our future? How do we change our current situation? Thank you so much, all of you, for all your answers. Seriously, I love to see, Ryan and Aliu, I didn't know you, but we can see that, already the transformation. Rosa, I have the pleasure to be with you every week. It's such a pleasure to work with great people like you, and I'm sure, Alpa, you feel the same thing. We are the one we're lucky to work with people like you, clients like you.
I think just seeing the growth in these guys, I mean, they've not been in the thinking into results process for too long. Aliu started in December, I think, of last year, and no, January of this year. And Ryan, you only started last month, right? Is it last month or beginning of this month? I can't remember. Beginning of March. And there's already a transformation that they've started to see. So that's how quick you get your results. Yeah. Somebody on Facebook, it just says Facebook user, but it says thank you for everything. Thank you, and if this resonates with you guys, then the next step really is to take action, isn't it, Caroline?
Yes. Without action, it just become a wish.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're offering what we call a goal strategy call, where you guys, so if you're in my Facebook, there'll be a link for you to book a call in with me, literally 20 minutes, 30 minutes, doesn't need to be too long, where we're going to discover what it is that you seriously want, why is it that you're not getting there, and how we can actually help you to get there. So book that in now. There's limited spaces available for me. I don't know how many there is for you, Caroline. I only take on a certain amount of people every few months. So there's limited spaces on my book, my calendar. But and the same for you, Caroline. Are you having a link?
Yes, I will share a link on my Facebook group. So if you want, just schedule a call to make sure you understand your goal and maybe what is holding you back. And from this, you decide what you want. But yes, I have just a couple of spots right now available. And if you want to join a great community, let help you to help. So book a call with us. You don't have to, just share a conversation.
Yeah, it can be as informal or as formal as you want it to be. But we're just here to help. And that's all we want to do, is help you guys get to where you want to get to, help you guys see what your true potential is. And, you're only using, you've probably heard this before, but it's so true. You're only using a minute percentage of your actual your potential, which is probably about 5 to 10%, according to the stats, right? So bring more out of yourself so you can start living your life in luxury and comfort. And even if you are living your life that way, you can always go better. As Bob says, we can always do better, right? Yep. That is a fantastic word.
And here's one thing, you can have fun. You can have fun having a transformation. You don't have to struggle. Yeah. Ryan, you're about to say?
You mean we're allowed to have fun? That's awesome. I'm so glad.
Hey, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. I know your time is precious. We really, really appreciate this. We are so lucky to work with all of you. Thank you so much. Alpa, thank you for the week. I hope we will repeat this. It was amazing. I had so much fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much, Caroline, for all your input. Thank you, Aliu. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Rosa. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend and see you all soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.